Okay, I've had some problems with this thing recently. Just a little thing. It's bank angle sensor pretty much. Where I'd go out and start it or attempt to start it, and you hit the starter button, it'd crank and crank and crank, no spark. Turn the key off and then turn it back on, and fire right up. So that's key thing on a bank angle sensor going bad. And it is located on this bike here. It is located down on the back side of the battery box, up under here. And they do go bad. And what it does is that provides, you've got basically three wires going in there. Two of them, you got a green and a black. The green goes to the module, the black goes to ground. So what I'll be doing is taking the bank angle sensor off this thing and soldering black and green wire together so it has a solid ground. Now, what the typical scenario is when he said that's where it starts. Is sometimes you go to start the bike and it won't start, and you get pissed off, and then you go, check your gas and all that, think you're out of gas, and then you flip the key back on, and it fires right up. So you go out riding, and after a while, you might be riding down the road, and the bike just feels like it runs out of gas, like somebody killed the ignition switch on it. It just stops. And you're drifting over the side of the road, and you pull over the side of the road, and you're sitting there, and you check your gas to make sure gas is on, make sure you're on reserve or whatever. Pull the cap off, and you don't hear any hissing out of the cap there, like cap's not venting. And you fire the bike back up, and you turn the key back on, it fires right back up, and you take off down the road. Everything's cool for a while. I had one time. I mean, I've had a bunch of them do it, but I had one time. It was on an 02 Bagger, where the guy had brought it in, and he had bought the. I was working at an independent shop, and he had bought the bike from us there, used bike, and brought it back in to complaining that it shut off on him going down the road. So I didn't write the work order; somebody else did, and one of the junior mechanics got it and took it out and rode it, came back, and no problem found. Guy comes and picks the bike up, makes it about 3 miles down the road, and the bike shuts off again. So, calls up, naturally he's pissed off, and send the boy out there with the trailer to go get the bike, and they get it, load it up on the trailer, bring it back, and while it's on the trailer, before it even takes it off, it fires right up. And I was like, man, let me go ride that thing. I take it out and ride it. Made it about 4 miles, and it shut off. Pulled over the side of the road, checked the gas on it, all that. Checked the cap, everything. Fired right back up. Came back. Now I'm basically 4 miles away from the shop. It had to pull over the side of the road 4 times in that short amount of time. I get back and I explained to the guy, man, I can permanently fix that by taking the bank angle sensor off, or we can replace it. Of course, we sold the bike, so he wanted to replace it. Called the Harley dealer up down the road. Yeah, they got them in stock. And sent somebody down to go get one. Guy was pleased as punch after that. But they've been on and off problem. This style, they use this style, which is a little rectangular box with 3 wires coming out of it. They used them on Baggers, Softails, and Sportsters from 98 to 02. Before that, on like the 94 to 97 models, they put bank angle sensor down in the pickup over here, which was, this one's later model, very, very much later model. But those ones were kind of a V-shaped looking module on there, and the bank angle sensor was built into the ignition pickup there. which was kind of a dumb idea because if it goes out, it costs a hell of a lot more to replace a ignition pickup than it does a bank angle sensor. That's why they went to the little square one. And all it does is kill the ignition. There's no fuel pumps on stuff for that. For Sportsters, Softails, or carbureted big twins. But that's about it. I'll be cutting that thing off there and soldering some wires together to make it a permanent ground on there, because all it does is it, like I said, the green wire goes to the module. The black wire goes to ground. So those two wires, you just need to tape them together so it's a permanent ground. And we'll be good to go there, not worried about breaking down out in the middle of nowhere, or sitting in traffic or wherever, breaking down at all. Anyway, that's enough. You guys take care. Have a great week.